Look at it, a faint dot of light barely holding on at the edge of the solar system. For 76 years, we called it the ninth planet, the last stop before nothingness. Then, in 2006, everything changed. We reclassified it, gave it a smaller name. This is Pluto. We reduced it to a dwarf planet, a frozen leftover, something insignificant. But Pluto doesn't care what we call it. So we sent a spacecraft across nearly 4 billion miles of darkness. After almost 10 years of travel at incredible speed, we expected to find a silent, lifeless rock. We were wrong. Imagine the journey. You leave Earth and travel for a decade. The sun slowly fades until it's just another bright star in a black sky. No warmth, no light, just endless cold. Stand on Pluto at noon, and the sky would still be pitch black. And yet, in that darkness, we found something unexpected. A bright, heart-shaped region glowing on its surface. People called it beautiful, soft, almost friendly, but it's not. That heart is actually a massive impact basin over 1,000 miles wide. Long ago, something enormous slammed into Pluto and left a scar. Today, that scar is filled with frozen nitrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. A vast, toxic glacier. And it's not still. Deep beneath the surface, leftover heat keeps it slowly moving. The nitrogen ice behaves almost like a thick liquid, shifting and reshaping the landscape over time. Anything that lands there eventually disappears, pulled down and erased. At the edges of this frozen basin rise mountains as tall as 10,000 feet. But these aren't made of rock. On Pluto, water ice is so hard it acts like stone. These mountains are solid ice, sharp and jagged. Some of them may even drift slowly like icebergs in a frozen sea. Their peaks are dusted red. When faint sunlight interacts with Pluto's atmosphere, it creates complex organic particles called tholins. These fall like red snow, coating the surface in a rust-colored layer. Pluto doesn't just sit in darkness. It changes. It breathes in its own way. Then there's something even stranger. That massive heart-shaped region should have shifted Pluto's balance over time. Physics suggests it should have rotated into a different position. But it didn't. Why? Because something beneath the surface may be holding it in place. Scientists believe there could be a hidden ocean under Pluto's icy crust. Liquid water buried beneath miles of frozen layers. At the edge of the solar system where sunlight barely exists, there may still be warmth below. And where there's liquid water, questions follow. Pluto isn't alone out there. It moves through space with its largest moon. Charon is so large compared to Pluto that they don't orbit in a simple way. Instead, they circle a shared point in space between them. If you stood on one side of Pluto, Charon would hang in the sky unmoving. It would never rise or set, just a constant presence above you. On the other side, you'd never see it at all. Charon itself carries a mark. Its north pole is stained deep red, likely formed from gases that escaped Pluto long ago and froze onto its surface. As the spacecraft passed by and looked back one final time, it captured something remarkable. Pluto outlined against the sun, surrounded by a thin, glowing blue atmosphere. A soft halo of light in complete darkness. We stripped it of its title, called it smaller, less important. But Pluto remains what it always was, a distant, complex world, still changing, still holding secrets. Long after Earth is gone, it will still be there. Under a black sky with red snow falling over frozen plains and something hidden deep beneath the ice quietly waiting.